Hey guys, this is Derek. You guys might know me as Data Nexus. I just wanted to give you a quick video on some of the steps that you can rapidly take to verify a subgraph. First thing that you can do, jumping right in, is we have this channel called GRT Curation Station. We also have a Discord. And when you first see a subgraph that was newly posted, you can check in here. Chances are we've got people that are also looking at whether or not something is verified. And then you'll see people chatting about it. The next step that you can do is join their Discord. So here's an example. Fee, they've got their link, app money stake, and then you can see there's their GitHub, here's their Discord. So step number 2, go to the Discord, search the word subgraph. And you can see Graph God's already been in here. He says, hey, checking to make sure this is legit. The person says, hey, we haven't published a subgraph from the core team. Cool, this one's not legit. That was easy. And you can also do the same thing, jumping into their Telegram, see if anyone's been talking about that. If nothing's in there, you just quickly type a message, hey, we just noticed that there was a new subgraph posted to the Graphs mainnet. I just wanted to check and verify if that was the intended result. If so, let me know, and I can signal this to our indexers to make sure that they start syncing it. All right. Third thing that you can do, we'll take synthetics as an example, is start inspecting the address of the publisher. Now, there's a couple of things that you'll want to check here. One is, do they have any other subgraphs published? Look, in this example, they only have their project published. If someone has multiple projects published, it's a bit of a red flag. Go back to this fee example. We look at the publisher and we see that he has not only published fee, but he's also published tribe. That's a little bit odd because normally a project will deploy their own subgraph. That way they have ownership and they can upgrade it whenever they need to. So that's another indicator. Going back to synthetics, which is already towards the top now. Another thing that you can do while looking at the publisher is if you click on this link right here, it'll take you over to Etherscan, and you can see if they have any type of a ENS, or basically a naming service. So rather than saying OX ABCDFG, instead we see that this is synthetics deployer. That's definitely a good sign. All right, so the fourth thing that you can do to quickly inspect the legitimacy of a subgraph is if you click on the subgraph itself, you can check and see the publisher. And then this one does have two different projects. They've got both B protocol as well as VChain. That would immediately be a big red flag for me. But assuming that they only had this one, you can click on the full address, which will take you over to Etherscan, and you can look and see where they're getting their funds from. So this address looks like it was first started 11 days ago, right around the launch of the mainnet, and they're just getting their funds from Binance. Now, typically, if someone's getting their funds directly from an exchange on a new address, that's a little bit of a red flag. Not that it can't be done, but it's just something to think with, that they don't already have funds sitting in a MetaMask wallet that they want to allocate funds to. Instead, they're going from an exchange where they don't want you to know who it's coming from. Okay, number 5, another way that you can reach the dev team is if you go onto the subgraph page. Usually they'll have a link to their GitHub so that you can look at the code and start inspecting the different files inside the subgraph. In addition to that, they'll have a list of their contributors. So if you click on one of the people, Noah Zinmeister, sometimes they'll have their email address or they've got their Twitter account. You can click to their Twitter. Some of them will allow you to message them, and then you can just message them and just say, hey, same thing. Just wanted to check and verify, is this something that you guys intended to publish, etc. Just some things that you can do pretty quickly to start improving your ability to verify. One last one that I'll show you, which is something that I always just kind of take note of, is when I click on the publisher, I'll go to their Etherscan address, and I'll just look and see what other tokens do they have. This person has got some Woofy, some Olympus, some Decentraland, some USDC, GRT, Axie, Tether, Fox. I mean, these are all pretty reputable coins. But if I scrolled through here and I saw that they've got Rocket Moon, mega token, that's a bit of a red flag. If someone's involved in a bunch of scammy type cryptocurrencies in ERC20 tokens, then chances are they're willing to scam you too. So I'll do a longer video with more information on how to evaluate total signal, how the bonding curve works, and I can do even more of an analysis on how to verify things. But I just want to get you some quick tips. That way you can start working and start contributing. And then if you're the first person to actually figure out from the developer that this is a official and supported project, post it in our Telegram. That helps the whole community understand what is legitimate and what is not legitimate.